Ang ating episode ngayon ay espesyal para lamang sa mga content creators, sa mga YouTubers, sa mga vloggers. Ngayong umaga po, nakatanggap po tayo. Siyempre kabilang na po ako dyan, nakatanggap tayo ng isang mensahe mula po sa Google. At ang sinasabi po ng Google mga ka-U3, if your tax info isn't provided by May 31st, 2021, Google may be required to deduct up to 24% of your total earnings worldwide. Yan po ating tatalakay ngayon sa ating episode ng Usap Usap University. Mga ka-youthi, magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Sir JR ng Usap Usap University at kung kayo po ay baguhan sa ating channel ng atin pong pinag-uusapan dito, iba't ibang mga topics po, iba't ibang mga current issues at paminsan-minsan syempre yung mga issues na ng mga YouTubers, ng mga vloggers na katulad ko po ang atin pong tinatalakay at probably ang isa sa mga pinaka-importanting email na matatanggap ninyo ay ang mula nga po sa Google. At ito po yung shinare ko po kanina lamang po sa aking Facebook page. Ang ating nakakatakot at nakakalito na mensahe mula sa Google. So sinasabi po dito na if your tax info, pag hindi po tayo nagbigay ng impormasyon patungkol po sa ating buwis na dapat daw pong bayaran, okay, by May 31st, so, ang gagawin po ng Google, syempre yung YouTube po, under po yun ng Google, ay magdededuct po sila, babawasan po yung atin pong earnings by 24%, that's around 1/4. Syempre nakakalito yan dahil di alam ng iba kung saan at saan magbabase yung deduction na ito at anong posible nating gawin. So, sama-sama po nating panoorin dahil sa mensahe po ito na ito ng Google, nilagyan po nila actually ng additional na video. So, parang clarificatory na video. So, panoorin po natin yan mga ka-U3. Let's go.
In this video, we'll walk you through important tax changes that may soon impact monetizing creators outside of the United States. We know that tax information can be overwhelming, so we're going to walk you through everything you need to know about what's changing and the steps you need to take. And be sure to check out the links in the description for even more detail. Let's dive in. First, what's happening?
Yeah.
If you're a creator outside of the US, you may begin to have taxes deducted from your US earnings later this year. Google has a responsibility under Chapter 3 of the US Internal Revenue Code to collect tax information from all monetizing creators outside of the US. And in certain instances, to deduct taxes when these creators earn income from viewers in the US. These US earnings can come from ad views, YouTube Premium, Super Chat, Super Stickers, and channel memberships.
Wow.
So what does this mean for you? Over the next few weeks, you'll be asked to submit your tax information in AdSense. Here's how you find it. In AdSense, go to Payments, and then Manage Settings.
Okay.
You'll see an option to manage your US tax information there. You'll be asked a series of questions to determine the appropriate tax form. This online tax form will be available in your selected AdSense language. Generally, for creators outside of the US, this will be either Form W8BEN, which is typically for individuals, or Form W8BENE, which is typically for businesses. If you're unsure about which forms you need to fill out, you should consult a tax advisor. Note, even if you're paid by an MCN, you will still need to submit your tax info in the AdSense account that's linked to your channel. How much will you be taxed? How much you'll be taxed depends on a few things. It depends on if your valid tax form has been submitted or not, how much your channel earns from US viewers, and if your country has a tax treaty with the US that you've claimed the benefits for. Let's dive into each of these factors. First, is your tax form submitted? Once you submit a valid tax form, you can find your tax withholding rate in the payment section of AdSense. Tax withholding rates are between 0 to 30% depending on your country and are applied to your monthly US earnings from AdSense. If you want to calculate your US earnings, go to YouTube Analytics and then Advanced Mode. Then select the date range you want to look at. Since you're paid monthly, we suggest setting the date range to look at the month you want to calculate. Then click Geography. From here, Add a secondary metric and choose your estimated revenue. From there, find the US in the list of countries below the graph to see your estimated US revenue.
Okay.
For example, if your withholding rate is 30% and you make $200 from the US every month,
Sa US lang.
$60 would be withheld monthly. Now what happens if your tax form is not submitted?
Right.
If Google does not have tax forms from you by the time these changes go into effect,
Yeah.
Google will be required by law to
24%.
presume you're a US person if you have an individual AdSense account. This means until we have your completed tax info, we may need to withhold up to 24% of your total earnings worldwide, not just your US earnings. So the earlier you can get your forms in,
the better.
And finally, does your country have a tax treaty with the US? Some countries have a tax treaty with the US that can potentially reduce the tax withholding rate on your revenue. So if you submit your tax info and claim a treaty benefit, your tax rate might be reduced. For example, partners in the UK or Canada may be eligible for a tax rate of 0%, while partners in Mexico or Korea may be eligible for a tax rate of 10%. AdSense will automatically surface the opportunity to claim a treaty benefit if one exists between your country and the US. To claim a tax treaty benefit, you'll need to provide a non-US tax identification number in the tax identity section.
So dito, yung ating TIN, no, sa Pilipinas, yun yung alam natin na non-US or foreign TIN nandito. Tax identification number
Of the tax tool in AdSense. This is issued by your local tax authority or government. Or in some cases, you can provide a US tax identification number like an employer identification number, EIN, or an individual tax identification number, ITIN. To see a list of countries that currently have a US tax treaty, check out the link in the description to the IRS website. For more detailed information on this tax requirement, please check out our Help Center and the links in the description below. Thanks for watching.
Okay. Well, napangiti na lang ako mga ka-U3 kasi nga, this is sad. I think na ito yung paraan ng IRS. Yung IRS po yun yung parang BIR po na equivalent po sa Amerika. At para sa akin, ito ay paraan syempre para makagain ng more na income syempre yung kanilang gobyerno. At sinasabi ng video kanina na mabuti na magkaroon ng maklarify natin yung tax treaty kung meron man sa pagitan ng United States at ng Pilipinas kasi nga yung from UK or from Canada meron silang 0% na tax rate. Kaiba yan sa Korea at iba pang mga bansa. So, gusto kong malaman actually kung meron din tayong tax treaty pero ang alam ko so far I might be wrong but wala akong alam na tax treaty na ganyan sa pagitan ng ating bansa. So, i-check natin yan and I will give you some updates sa description ng video na ito. Kasi this is done just spur of the moment and live kasi ito. But anyway, basahin nga natin, tingnan natin mga ka-youthi kung meron pa tayong pwedeng makuhang information mula sa actual nila na message kanina through email. At sinasabi dito, just a kind of recap. So yan ang dahil nga po sa pinakabago pong polisiya ng kanilang Internal Revenue Code ng America, Chapter 3, no? So mag-withhold sila ng taxes. Katulad po ng nangyayari sa atin sa Pilipinas, so may nag-withhold din po yung ating mga employer. Gusto ko lang pong i-highlight dito na ang polisiyan na ito ay nakabase po at nag-a-apply sa mga non-resident alien, mga katulad nating Pilipino na mga creator, sa lahat ng ating earnings from the United States alone. So, hindi po sa lahat ng earnings nyo, mababawasan po ng halaga yung inyong natatanggap monthly. Katulad ko po sa isang small time na content creator, ipapakita ko po sa inyo actually ang akin pong percentage ng aking mga earnings kung saan nanggaling. So, pasalamat ako sa U3 na 69.3% po ng aking earnings po ay nanggagaling po sa Pilipinas. Ang sa Amerika, 5.7% lang. So let's pretend na I'm earning only $100, kunwari. So yung 5.7% nun, yun yung magiging basehan po ng kanilang tax. So yung around 24% nung 5.7% na earning more, around $6, yun yung babawasan nila. So that's more than $1.5 yung yung i-deduct nila. That is if hindi ako magsasubmit ng tax info ko. So in short, ang ginagawa ng Amerika ngayon is tinitrace nila, no? Tinitrace nila yung mga non-resident alien, mga non-American citizens na content creators, at gusto nilang malaman yung whole na earnings na nagmula sa Amerika. So, ako hindi naman ganoon kalaki yung earnings ko, pero syempre makaka-apekto pa rin kasi 24% kung hindi ako magsasubmit. So, yun po ang kanilang goal na matrace nila at mapatawan nila ng kaukulang tax na equivalent. So, anong magiging effect nito kung hindi ka magsasubmit? 'Di ba? Kasi alam ko marami sa atin, kahit nga sa Pilipinas, ang iba tinatamad na mag-submit ng mag-fill out ng mga forms nila. Ang iba, syempre, hindi nagbabayad ng tax. Ang mangyayari po ay ititreat nga na isa kang American citizen na taxpayer. Yun yung parang presumption nila na kung saan kinakailangan mo magbayad ng buo. In short, pwedeng less yung madideduct sa'yo kapag nag-submit ka ng forms. Atin po yung W8BEN na form. So, nandyan po yan sa inyong account settings page po sa payment, under sa payment po ng inyong Google AdSense. Once again, I would recommend na ating gawin na mag-submit po tayo ng form at dapat po talaga na, well, in some ways, kasi ito yung gusto mangyari ng Google, wala tayong magagawa. Everyone else na alam ko na mga video content creator din, hindi rin gusto yung polisiya na ito. So, mga ka-U3, maraming salamat. Kung meron po kayong mga katanungan at magkaroon po tayo ng discussion sa atin pong comment section below. So, please feel free na kung ano po yung mga katanungan ninyo. Gusto ko rin malaman kung ilang percent po ng inyong mga earnings or let's say views na lang, kahit nasa views na lang, yung nagmula sa Amerika. Sa akin po, konting-konti lang po talaga. Kasi majority nga nagmula sa ibang bansa. I think this will hit more sa mas malaking mga channel, especially yung mga how-to channels na yung iba kasi sa atin, may mga English language na mga video show. So I think yun, malaking epekto yun sa kanila. So comment lang po kayo mga ka-youth, ano pong masasabi nyo, at kung may mga katanungan po kayo, feel free to message us sa Facebook page din namin kung gusto niyo maging part ng Team U3. So Usap Usap University po. At kung nagustuhan niyo yung video na ito, please click thumbs up and I'll see you guys next time in our next video. Paalam po. Peace. Bye-bye. Mga ka-U3, maraming salamat po sa panonood. Kung nagustuhan niyo po yung aming channel, yung ating pong content, yung ating discussions ngayon, please show us some love. Please click subscribe. Also, please click thumbs up if you like this video. Please share this with your friends as well. Let's have a good discussion. Ano bang dapat ninyong gawin kung kayo ay content creator katulad ko? So, dapat ba na hayaan na lang ito o hindi? Kasi kung hayaan nyo, around 24% ang deduction. Kung hindi naman, kung magsasubmit kayo ng W8-BEN, so possible na hindi ganun kalaki maging deduction. So, maraming salamat po and see you guys in our next videos. Paalam po. Peace. Bye-bye.